Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. So today we will discuss about the most auspicious occasion of Rathayatra. This is a very important Gaudiya Vaishnava festival, probably the most important one. And we will describe how during the period of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Jagannath Puri, how devotees from Bengal used to come to Jagannath Puri and celebrate this Rathayatra with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So let's start with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimiraandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Shva Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratvishe Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priyam Nilachala Nivashaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we will read from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila chapter 13. So yesterday in the description of the Gundicha Marjan Lila, we read from chapter 12. So Gundicha Marjan is the previous day of Rathayatra, where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu along with all his associates, they went to the Gundicha temple to prepare and clean the temple for the arrival of Lord Jagannath. And the next day there is Rathayatra. So in this chapter, 13th chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes that how Mahaprabhu with all his associates is celebrating this Rathayatra festival, the yearly chariot festival of Lord Jagannath. So starting this with the verse Sayat Krishna Chaitanya Shri Rathagrena Nartaya Jena Jagatam Chitram Jagannathopi Vishmita. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who danced in front of the car of Sri Jagannath, be all glorified. By seeing his dancing, not only the whole universe held in wonder, but Lord Jagannath himself became very much astonished. So the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form that was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath, that is being described here by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And Jagannath was also very much astonished to see the dance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because it was resembling the dance of Srimati Radharani, because already we discussed in the last class that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha Bhava Duti Shubalitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. So in the Swarupa, actually he is Krishna, but he is imbued with the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani. Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, and all the Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Shratagan Shuna Kori Ekman Rathayatra Nitya Prabhur Parama Mohan. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is requesting all the listeners to listen very carefully how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in front of Jagannath during the Rathayatra. आर दिन महाप्रभु हैया सावधान रात्रे उठी गान संगे कोइल प्रात स्नान पांडु विजय देखी बारे कोरिल गमन जगन्नाथ यात्रा कोइल छाड़ी सिंहासन. The next day, that means that in the day of Rathayatra, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his personal associates got up very early in the morning and they took bath and then they went to see the Pandu Vijay. So when Jagannath is brought into the chariot, Jagannath, that process is called Pandu Vijay. Okay. And Jagannath is swing to and fro while bringing him to the chariot. So that is called Pandu Vijay. So that is the first ceremony that happens on the day of Rathayatra. Okay. So Pandu Vijay, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, they saw this Pandu Vijay. After that, and the King Prataprudra, Gajapati Maharaj, Puri's King Prataprudra, he was in person and he arranged very nicely so that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates can see all the different ceremonies like Pandu Vijay, Chera very nicely. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his prominent devotees, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu and others were very happy to observe how Lord Jagannath began the Rathayatra. And they are seeing that how the very strongly built Daitas, the carriers of Lord Jagannath, the servants of Jagannath, were as powerful as drunken elephants. And they manually carried Lord Jagannath from throne to the car. During that time, during carrying the deity of Lord Jagannath, some Daitas took hold of the shoulders of the Lord and some caught his lotus feet. The Lord Jagannath's deity was bound at the waist by a strong, thick rope made of silk. From two sides, the Daitas caught hold of this rope and raised the deity. And the deity of Jagannath is lifted, and after some time, they have to put down the deity. So there are strong puffed up cotton pads called tulis were spread out from the throne to the car. And the heavy deity of the Lord Jagannath was carried from one pillow like pad to the next by the Daitas. And when the deity of Lord Jagannath was kept on one of these cushions, it would burst due to the weight of Lord Jagannath. And all the cotton contents floated into the air. When they broke, they made a heavy cracking sound. Vishwambhara Jagannathe ke chalaite pare, apono ichhaye chale korite bihare. Lord Jagannath is the maintainer of the whole universe. Who can carry him from one place to another? Ke chalaite pare. The Lord moved by his personal will just to perform his pastimes. So the chariot of Lord Jagannath is running by the wheel of Lord Jagannath, not by any like pulling up the devotees or elephants or something like that. It is only going by the supreme will of Lord Jagannath. While the Lord was transported from the throne to the car, tumultuous sounds were made on various musical instruments, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting Manima, Manima. So in local language, they call Jagannath as Manima. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also calling Lord Jagannath as Manima. While the Lord was being carried from throne to the car, King Prataprudra personally engaged in Lord's service by cleansing the road with a broom that had a golden handle. So this is a custom that before starting of the Rathayatra, the king of Puri has to broom the road in front of the chariot of Lord Jagannath, and this is called Chera Pahara. Previously, we discussed that how this Prataprudra was very eager to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but because Prataprudra was a king, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was reluctant to meet. But after this incident, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that Prataprudra is brooming in front of the chariot of Jagannath and doing such a menial seva, that invoked some mercy in the heart of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was little more merciful than before towards Prataprudra. And that will be manifested gradually, that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showering his mercy. The king sprinkled the road with sandalwood scented water. Although he was the owner of the royal throne, he was engaged in a menial service for the sake of Lord Jagannath. Although the king was the most exalted, respectable person, still he accepted a menial service for the Lord. And this was very pleasing to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy seeing that the king is doing such a menial service. And during Rathayatra, the chariot was decorated in a very gorgeous way. The car appeared to be newly made of gold, and it was as high as the Mount Sumeru. The decoration included bright mirrors, hundreds and hundreds of chamaras, like white whisks made of yak tails. On top of the car were a neat and clean canopy and a very beautiful flag. The car was also decorated with silken cloth and various pictures. Many brass bells, gongs, and ankle bells rang. For the pastimes of Rathayatra ceremony, Lord Jagannath got aboard one car. His sister Subhadra and elder brother Balaram got aboard two other cars. So the first chariot is of Lord Baladev called Taladhvaj. The next chariot is of Maharani Subhadra, that is called Darpadalan. And the last one is of Lord Jagannath called Nandi Ghosh. For 15 days, these deities are in the Anavasar period. They perform the fever pastime and there is no darshan. Darshan is closed. After 15 days, Lord Jagannath comes out during this Rathayatra. And therefore, the supreme goddess of fortune, that means Mahalakshmi. So during this Anavasar period of 15 days, Jagannath ji is giving personal time to Mahalakshmi, because during the other phases of the year, Jagannath ji is very busy in giving darshan to all his devotees. Even when the temple is closed, Jagannath ji is not taking rest, but the demigods are visiting Jagannath. So throughout the year, Jagannath do not get any time to like personally spend with Mahalakshmi. So Jagannath uses this Anavasar period of 15 days to be with the goddess of fortune or Mahalakshmi. Having taken permission from Mahalakshmi, the Lord came out to ride the Rathayatra and perform his pastimes for the pleasure of the devotees. So Jagannath took the permission of his wife Mahalakshmi and he told that I am going to Vrindavan. This Gundicha temple is non-different from Vrindavan, and after a few days I will come back. But after going to Vrindavan, Jagannath will stay for 1 full week and Lakshmi Devi will become impatient, and on the 5th day Lakshmi Devi will go to visit Jagannath in Vrindavan, and then the Pandas of Jagannath will close the door and there will be a fight between the Pandas of Lakshmi Devi and the Pandas of Lord Jagannath. This is a very enchanting pastime in Jagannath Puri, and this is called Hera Panchami. During the day of Hera Panchami, Lakshmi Devi visits to see Lord Jagannath. What's the matter? Why Jagannath is taking so much time to come back? And finally, Lakshmi Devi becomes very angry and Lakshmi Devi breaks one part of the chariot of Lord Jagannath. So that is the Hera Panchami pastime. The fine white sand spread over the path resembled the bank of Yamuna, and the small gardens on both sides looked just like those in Vrindavan. So when Lord Jagannath is going, both sides of the road are decorated and different gardens are there. And it seems like Jagannath ji is having a very nice time and Jagannath ji is feeling like it's Vrindavan. As Lord Jagannath rode his car and saw the beauty on both sides, his mind was filled with pleasure. The pullers of the car were known as Gaudas, and they pulled with great pleasure. However, the car sometimes went very fast, sometimes very slow. And the speed of the cart is not proportional to the applied force. It is actually running by the will of the Supreme Lord Jagannath. Shane sthira haya rahe tani lehana chale. Ishwara ichhai chale na chale karo bale. Ishwara ichhai chale. The car is running by the will of the Supreme Lord Jagannath. Na chale karo bale. It is not running by the strength of any ordinary person. As the car stood still, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gathered all his devotees and with his own hand decorated them with flower garlands and sandalwood pulp. So there are prominent devotees like Paramananda Puri, Brahmananda Bharati, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, and they were very pleased to receive the touch of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the Lord also gave garlands and sandal pulp to the performers of the Sankirtan, who are the chief singers in the Sankirtan. And Swarup Damodar and Srivas Thakur are the chief singers. Swarup Damodar is a very close associate, and Srivas Thakur also. So Swarup Damodar is basically the Lalita Shakhi. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arranged 4 sampradayas or 4 kirtan parties. And in each of these kirtan parties, there were 6 singers and 2 mridanga players and 1 dancer. So there are 4 sampradayas or 4 kirtan parties, and the explanation of the kirtan parties will come up. Nityananda Advaita Haridasa Bakrishware Chari Jane Aga Dilo Nritya Korivare. These are the 4 personalities: Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, and Bakrishwar Pandit. And Mahaprabhu instructed these 4 personalities to dance in the 4 kirtan parties. Now, who all are there in the first kirtan party? Swarup Damodar was chosen as the leader of the first party, and he was given 5 assistant singers to respond to his chanting. And the 5 who responded to the singing of Swarup Damodar in the first sampradaya, they were Damodar Pandit, Narayan, Govinda Datta, Raghava Pandit, and Govindananda. And then Mahaprabhu instructed Advaita Acharya Prabhu to dance in the first group. Then the Lord formed another group, and Srivas Thakur was the chief leader there. 5 singers who were the assistants of Srivas Thakur, they were Gangadas, Haridas, Shriman, Shubhananda, and Sri Ram Pandit. And Nityananda Prabhu was dancing in the second group. Another group was formed consisting Vasudev, Gopinath, Murari. All these were responsive singers, and Mukunda was the chief singer. Another 2 persons, Shrikant and Ballabh Sen, joined as responsive singers in the third group. In this group, the senior Haridas Thakur was the dancer. And this is the 4th group. The Lord formed another group, the 4th group, appointing Govinda Ghosh as the leader. And in this group, younger Haridas, Chota Haridas, Vishnudas, Raghav, they were responding singers. The 2 brothers, Madhav Ghosh and Vasu Ghosh, also joined this group as responsive singers. And Bakrishwar Pandit was the dancer in this group. So 4 groups are formed with 1 chief leader, like main singer, and 5 responsive singers, and 1 dancer. And also Mahaprabhu allotted 2 mridanga players in each of this group. So these are the 4 groups created by Mahaprabhu. There were other 3 groups which came from different places. There was a Sankirtan party from the village known as Kulingram. So from Kulingram, there was a Kirtan party. There was another party from Shantipur that was formed by Advaita Acharya. Another party was formed by the people of Khanda. So like that, there are 3 Kirtan parties which came from different places, and 4 were formed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Total 7 Kirtan parties. So 4 parties chanted in and danced in the front of Lord Jagannath. 2 parties chanted on the either side of Jagannath's cart, and the last one that was at the rear, and they were chanting Jai Jagannath, and they were doing several kirtans, Hare Krishna Mahamantra and all. So total 7 sampradayas, 4 in the front, 1 at the back, and 2 on either side. Sat sampradaye baje chodda madal, jar dhoni shuni Vaishnav hoilo pagal. There were altogether 7 parties of Sankirtan, and in each party 2 men were beating drums. Thus 14 drums were being played at once. The sound was tumultuous, and all devotees became mad by the sounds of mridanga. All Vaishnava came together like assembly of clouds, and devotees, as the devotees chanted the holy names in great ecstasy, tears fell from their eyes. It's just like rain is coming from the clouds. When the Sankirtan resounded, it filled the 3 worlds. Indeed, no one could hear any sounds or musical instruments other than the Sankirtan. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wandered through all the 7 groups. Lord Chaitanya was visiting the 7 groups and chanting Hari Hari in each of these groups. And Jai Jagannath, all glories to Lord Jagannath. This is how Lord Chaitanya was dancing and singing in the 7 groups. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu suddenly manifested one of his like majesty and one of his like godlike energy. Although Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a Channa avatar, he does not like to display his potency as the Supreme Lord. But during Rathayatra, he manifested one such pastime. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then exhibited another mystic power by performing pastime simultaneously in all the 7 groups. So simultaneously, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was present in all the 7 groups doing Kirtan, Sankirtan. Everyone said, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present in my group. Indeed, he does not go to anywhere else. He is bestowing his special mercy upon us. So in each of these sampradaya, everyone is thinking, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is always there in my group. Maybe it is the great fortune of myself, and this is the magnanimity of Lord Chaitanya, that he is always staying in my group. But very few people could understand that actually Lord Chaitanya is manifesting majestic pastime here, and he is simultaneously present in all the 7 groups. Actually, no one could see the inconceivable potency of the Lord. Only the most confidential devotees, those are pure unalloyed devotional service, could understand. And Jagannath was also pleased by this Sankirtan, that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expanding in 7 forms and doing Sankirtan. But there was a person, King Prataparudra. He was able to see this wonderful inconceivable potency of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is simultaneously doing Sankirtan in all the 7 groups. So this was the special mercy on Prataparudra. Only the very few fortunate ones and most confidential devotees, they could understand and they could see this wonderful pastime of the Supreme Lord, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing simultaneously Kirtan in all the 7 groups. So this is one of the example of how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestowed his mercy on Prataparudra. The King Prataparudra was telling Kashi Mishra that all glories to the Lord. Just see Kashi Mishra that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is simultaneously doing Kirtan in all the 7 groups. Then Kashi Mishra replied, O King, your fortune has no limit. You are most fortunate one. You have received the true mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, you can see this wonderful pastime. The king and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya were both aware of Lord's activities, but no one else could see the tricks of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and King Prataparudra, they were among the most fortunate ones who could perceive this wonderful pastime of the Lord. Only a person who has received the mercy of Lord can understand. Without Lord's mercy, even the demigods headed by Brahma cannot understand the pastime of the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been very satisfied to see the king accept menial task of sweeping the street. So now the question is, why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestow mercy on Prataparudra? This was the key factor. When Prataparudra was taking up the menial service of brooming the street in front of Lord Jagannath. So that was the turning point, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased on Prataparudra, and therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his mercy. Although the king had been refused an interview, he was indirectly bestowed causeless mercy. Who can understand the internal potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? When the king wanted an interview from the Lord, the king wanted to take darshan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu refused, but indirectly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave mercy. So internally, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased on Prataparudra, but externally, he has to maintain some distance because Prataparudra is a king and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a sannyasi. Then the 2 great personalities, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Kashi Mishra, saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy upon the king, and they were also astonished. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastimes for some time in this way, and then personally sang and induced his personal associates to dance. Sometimes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited one form, sometimes many, as required. And this was being executed by his internal potency. So during this Rathayatra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expressed some of the godly features. Indeed, the personality of Godhead forgot himself in the course of his transcendental pastimes, but his internal potency, Lila Shakti, knowing the intention of the Lord, made all arrangements. And all of this is happening but automatically. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not mindful of the activities because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he has so many different energies. So one of the energies is Leela Shakti. Now this Leela Shakti understands the mood of the Supreme Lord and automatically orchestrates everything. The Supreme Lord need not be mindful to execute each of these activities consciously, but Leela Shakti automatically does them. Just as Lord Shri Krishna formally performed the Rasa dance and other pastimes in Vrindavan, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also performed these uncommon pastimes. So during the Rasa dance, there was 100 billion gopis, and Krishna was dancing with all of them. Krishna expanded in infinite forms, and Krishna was dancing with each gopi. So each of these gopi in Rasa dance, they were thinking that Krishna is only dancing with me. So similarly, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here also exhibited a similar pastime, that in each sampradaya, people are thinking that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is only staying in my sampradaya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing before the Rathayatra could be perceived by pure devotees. And we see that only the fortunate ones could see. Others could not understand. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in great jubilation and inundated all the people with the waves of ecstatic love. The Lord Jagannath mounted his car. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inspired all devotees to dance in front of it. Now please hear about Lord Jagannath is going to the Gundicha temple while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced before the Rathayatra. The Lord performed kirtan for some time and through his own endeavor inspired all the devotees to dance. When the Lord himself wanted to dance, all the 7 groups combined together. So initially, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing kirtan in all the 7 sampradayas and he encouraged all the devotees to dance. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is changing the mood and now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself wants to dance. So now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu collected some of the lead singers from all these sampradaya. Okay, and he combined all the 7 groups. The Lord's devotees, including Srivas, Ramai, Raghu, Govinda, Mukunda, Haridas, Govindananda, Madhav, and Govinda. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu picked them and combined them together. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired to jump high while dancing, he placed these 9 people in charge of Swarup Damodar. That means Swarup Damodar will be the lead singer and these 9 people will assist Swarup Damodar. These devotees sang along with the Lord and they also ran beside him. All the other groups of men, they also sang. In all other sampradayas, devotees are continue singing, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu collected some of the lead singers, and now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to dance, and all these 10 people will sing. Offering obeisances to the Lord with folded hands, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu raised his face towards Lord Jagannath and prayed as followed. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered some prayers. These are the 4 very important prayers we can offer in front of Lord Jagannath. So these prayers are offered by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during the Rathayatra to Lord Jagannath. Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So this is a pranam mantra for Krishna. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahminical men, who is the well-wisher of cows and Brahmanas, and who is always benefiting the whole world. I offer my repeated obeisances to the personality of Godhead, known as Krishna and Govinda. Then one prayer from Mukunda Mala Stotra. Jayati Jayati Devo Devaki Nandanosho Jayati Jayati Krishno Vishnivamsha Pradipam Jayati Jayati Megha Shamala Komalango Jayati Jayati Prithvi Bharanasho Mukunda. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as the son of Devaki. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the light of the dynasty of Vishnu. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose bodily luster is like that of a new cloud, and whose body is as soft as lotus flower. All glories to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appeared on this planet to deliver the world from the burden of demons, and who can offer liberation to everyone. Another prayer from Srimad Bhagavatam. Jayati Jananivaso Devaki Janmavado Jaduvar Parishatsver Dharmam Sthirachara Vrijinagna Sushmita Shri Mukhena Brajapura Vanitanam Vardhayan Kamadevam. Lord Shri Krishna is he who is known as Jananivasa, the ultimate resort of all living entities, who is also known as Devaki Nandan or Yashoda Nandan, the son of Devaki or Yashoda. He is the guide of the Yadu dynasty, and with his mighty arms, he kills everything inauspicious, as well as every man who is impious. By his presence, he destroys all things inauspicious for living entities, moving and inert. His blissful, smiling face always increases the lusty desires of the gopis of Vrindavan. May he be all glorious and happy. Another verse where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what is my real identity? Naham vipro na cha narapatir napi vaishyo na shudro naham varni na cha grihapatir no vanastho yatirvan kintu prodyan nikhila paramananda purnamritabdher gopi bharatu pada kamalayor dasha dashanudashaham. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that I am not a Brahmana, not a Kshatriya, not a Vaishya, not a Shuddha, nor a Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. I identify myself only as the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna, the maintainer of the gopis. He is like an ocean of nectar, and he is the cause of universal transcendental bliss, and he is always existing with brilliance. So by offering these prayers, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started dancing in front of Jagannath. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high, roaring like thunder and moving in a circle like wheel, he appeared like a circling fireband. Wherever Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stepped while dancing, the whole earth with his hills and seas appeared to tilt. And there are different ecstatic symptoms that are manifested on the body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu while dancing. So he perspired, cried, trembled, changed color, sometimes exhibited symptoms of helplessness, pride, exuberance, and humility. So, yeah, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell down with a crash while dancing, he would roll on the ground. At such times, it appeared that a golden mountain was rolling on the ground. So these are the different ecstatic moments when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in front of Jagannath. Nityananda Prabhu would stretch out his two hands and try to catch the Lord when he was running here and there. Advaita Acharya would walk behind the Lord and loudly chant Hari Bol again and again. Just to check the crowds from coming too near to the Lord, the devotees from three circles. The first circle was guarded by Nityananda Prabhu, Balaram himself, the possessor of great strength. And then all the devotees headed by Kashishwar and Govinda linked hands together and formed the second circle. So this is how devotees form three circles to prevent people from coming too near to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to give sufficient space to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so that he can dance. So here another joking incident happened. So Maharaj Prataprudra and his personal associates formed the third circle. And around the two inner circle, just to check the crowds from coming too near. So in the third circle, there was Maharaj Prataprudra. With his hands on the shoulders of Harichandan, King Prataprudra could see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing, and the king felt great ecstasy. So everyone is watching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dance, including the king. While the king beheld the dancing, Shivas Thakur, one of the lead singers, Shivas Thakur was standing in front of him, and Shivas Thakur became ecstatic as he saw the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Seeing Shivas Thakur standing before the king and blocking the vision of the king, Harichandan touched Shivas Thakur with his hand and requested him to step aside. Absorbed in watching Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dance, Shivas Thakur could not understand why he is being touched and pushed. After he was pushed again and again, Shivas Thakur became little angry that who is disturbing me? I am watching Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing. Who is disturbing me? Then Shivas Thakur slapped Harichandan to stop him from pushing him. In turn, this made Harichandan very angry. As Harichandan was very angry and he was about to speak something to Shivas Thakur, Prataprudra Maharaj stopped personally. So Harichandan was one of the associates of the king, and Harichandan was going to say, Shivas Thakur, do you know that king is there and you are blocking the vision of the king? So therefore I was requesting you to step aside. But Prataprudra stopped Harichandan, and Prataprudra told that you are very fortunate that you have received this slap from Shivas Thakur, who is a very exalted associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Prataprudra said, I am not so fortunate. you should feel obliged to him that Srivas Thakur has touched you. You should not say anything to Srivas Thakur. So this was the effect of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Now Prataprudra is also able to see the glories of not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but also the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone was astonished by the dancing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and even Lord Jagannath became extremely happy to see. The car came to a complete standstill and remained immobile while Lord Jagannath, with unblinking eyes, watched the dancing of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The goddess of fortune, Subhadra, and Balaram both felt great happiness and ecstasy within their hearts. Indeed, they were seen smiling and dancing. So not only Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra, they also enjoyed the dance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high. 8 wonderful transformations, Ashta-sattvic vikar, indicative of divine ecstasy, were seen in his body. All these symptoms were visible simultaneously. His skin erupted with goose pimples, and the hairs of his body stood on end. His body resembled the simuli, silk cotton tree, all covered with thorns. So he was getting romancha, and therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was looking like a simuli tree. Indeed, the people became afraid just to see his teeth chatter, and even they thought that his teeth would fall out. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's whole body flowed with the perspiration and at the same time oozed blood out of ecstasy. This made sounds like ja ja ga ga, ja ja ga ga, and a voice choked with ecstasy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is displaying different Ashtaswatik Vikar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having Gadgada Vachan. He is not able to utter Jai Jagannath. He is only saying Ja Ja Ga Ga, Ja Ja Ga Ga. So like that, different bodily transformations are happening as a result of ecstasy. Tears came forcefully from the eyes of the Lord, as if from a syringe, and all the people surrounding him became wet by the tears of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone saw the complexion of his body change from white to pink, so that his luster resembled that of the Mallika flower. Sometimes he appeared stunned, sometimes he rolled on the ground. Indeed, sometimes his legs and hands became as hard as dry wood. He did not move. When the Lord fell to the ground, sometimes his breathing almost stopped. When the devotees saw this, their lives also became very feeble. They were very concerned that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is happening to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Water flowed from his eyes and sometimes through his nostrils, and foam fell from his mouth. These flowings appear to be torrents of nectar descending from the moon. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having different secretions from his mouth and nose. And these are not like mucus secretions, just like an ordinary person. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Lord. These are all like nectars. And the foam that fell from the mouth of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taken and drunk by Subhananda, one of the associates, because he was very fortunate and expert in relishing the mellow of ecstatic love of Krishna. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had performed his devastating dance for some time, his mind entered into a mood of ecstatic love. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood again changed, and he now wants to dance gracefully. Tandava nitya chhadi swarupere agga dilo, hridoye janiya swarup gahite lagilo. So after abandoning the dancing, Lord Chaitanya ordered Swarup Damodar to sing. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants to do graceful dance. Now the Swarup Damodar Goswami understands the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu perfectly, and understanding the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar Goswami began to sing as follows. So this is the bhajan he was singing. Shaita Parana Natha Painu Jahalagi Madana Dahane Jhurigenu. The meaning is, now I have gained the Lord of my life, and this is spoken by Srimati Radharani, in the absence of whom I was being burned by the Cupid and was withering away. When this refrain was loudly sung by Swarup Damodar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again rhythmically dancing in transcendental bliss. The car of Lord Jagannath began to move slowly while the son of Mother Sachi, means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went ahead and danced in front. While dancing and singing, all the devotees in front of Lord Jagannath kept their eyes on him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to the end of the procession with the Sankirtan performers. His eyes and mind fully absorbed in Lord Jagannath, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to play the drama of the song with his two arms. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also enacting the drama of that song which Swarup Damodar Goswami is singing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dramatically enacting the song, he would sometimes fall behind the procession and go behind the Rath cart. At such time, Lord Jagannath would come to a standstill. Jagannath will not move to the front unless Jagannath is able to see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again went forward, came in front of the Rath, then Lord Jagannath's car would slowly start again. So Jagannath is enjoying, and Jagannath wants that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should stay in front of the Rath forever. Therefore, Jagannath is moving very slowly. Thus, there was a sort of competition between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Jagannath in swing who would lead. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so strong that he made Lord Jagannath wait in his car. While Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing, his ecstasy changed. Raising his two arms, he began to recite the following verse in a loud voice. So this is another beautiful pastime. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will now recite one verse which describes the loving affairs between a boy and a girl. Materialistic loving affairs. There is no mention of Radha, Krishna, Jagannath, nothing. There is no spiritual component. A materialistic love between some boy and girl. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is reciting that verse again and again before Lord Jagannath. So what is that verse? Ya Kumar Haras eva hi varasta eva chaitrakshapash te chonmilita malati surabhaya prouda kadam vanila sa chaivashmi tathapi tatra surata vyapara lila vidho reva rodha shiveta shitarutale cheta samutkanthate. So the girlfriend is saying to the boyfriend, that very personality who stole away my heart during my youth is now again my master. Means they are now married and the boyfriend is now husband. These are the same moonlit nights of the month of Chaitra. The same fragrance of the Malati flowers are there, and the same sweet breezes are blowing from the Kadamba forest. In our intimate relationship, I am also the same lover, yet still my mind is not happy here. I am eager to go back to that place on the bank of the Reva under the Vetasi tree. That is my desire. So why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is singing this? No one has idea. But only Swarup Damodar could understand. Swarup bina artho keho na jane ihar. Swarup Damodar Goswami is a very close associate. He understands the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu perfectly. So whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu utters, immediately Swarup Damodar Goswami understands. But nobody else could understand what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is trying to say. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami already explained the meaning of this sloka in Madhya Lila chapter 1. So that will be explained by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami again. But so this is basically the mood of Srimati Radharani. And the description goes very long. So I will summarize the description here. So this is actually the mood of Srimati Radharani. So when Krishna was in Vrindavan, he performed different pastime with the gopis, including the Rasa Leela. But when Krishna went to Dwarka, Krishna was also missing these Brajavasis, especially the gopis and especially Srimati Radharani. And that is the mood of Jagannath. Jagannath is Krishna in Dwarka, who is missing Vrindavan Vasis. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Radharani, who is missing Krishna. Okay. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is singing this. Why? Because this is the mood of Radharani when Krishna again made the Brajavasis in Kurukshetra. So Krishna was originally Vrindavan, performed different pastimes. Then Krishna came to Dwarka. And after some time, during solar eclipse, the Dwarkavasis went to Kurukshetra to take a bath in Samanta Pancham. And the Vrindavan Vasis also went to Kurukshetra. At that time, Krishna met with the gopis again after a very long time. That time, Srimati Radharani also met with Krishna. And Srimati Radharani was telling this, that Krishna, you are the same person. You are my lover. And I'm also the same person, Radha. But you are now in a kingly attire. You are like a prince of Dwarka. You are like a king. But I do not like this. I like the Vrindavan attire. Just like you wore the garlands of Vanaful, the wildflowers from forest. And you were playing flutes in the banks of Yamuna. That Vrindavan form is most adorable for me. I am not satisfied with this kingly attire and this Dwarkadhish besh. So if you really want to please me, please come to Vrindavan. And then Krishna was trying to convince Srimati Radharani that, see, if you want to, I know you are missing me. If you want to remember me, meditate inside your heart, then I will appear. So then Srimati Radharani told that, please do not prescribe us all these things. Previously, Uddhava also came, you also sent Uddhava, and Uddhava also tried to give us knowledge of meditation and all. But we will not be satisfied by all these things. If you really want to satisfy us, come to Vrindavan. We like to perform pastime with you in that Vrindavan form. We are not satisfied with this Dwarkadhish form. So this was the mood of Srimati Radharani. And therefore Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was singing that verse. And only Swarup Damodar Goswami could understand that. But there was another personality who came for this Rathayatra, that was Srila Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami is one of the 6 Goswamis, the most prominent one. And Rupa Goswami was present during that Rathayatra. Rupa Goswami also heard that sloka. And then Rupa Goswami could also understand the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is a very difficult task. Only Swarup Damodar Goswami could do. But now in this Rathayatra, Rupa Goswami is also able to understand the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Rupa Goswami composed another verse explaining this verse of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What is the actual meaning? And then Rupa Goswami kept that verse inside his Bhajan Kutir. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the Bhajan Kutir of this Rupa Goswami and found that verse. And then immediately he could understand that Rupa Goswami has composed. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was astonished to see how Rupa Goswami could understand the internal feelings and mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased on Rupa Goswami, seeing that Rupa Goswami has become very mature, that now he is able to understand the mood of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is becoming as good as Swarup Damodar Goswami. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased. So that is another pastime. And Krishnadas Govindaraja Goswami has already explained this. So this is how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was having different moods during the Rathayatra. And also, I would conclude it another pastime, the final stroke of mercy to Maharaj Prataprudra. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was thus dancing in front of Jagannath, so Prataprudra received one stroke of mercy, that is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enabled Prataprudra Maharaj to see the Mahaprakash Leela. That means Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu simultaneously present in all these 7 sampradayas. And Prataprudra could see that. So that is the manifestation of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. And then there is another time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into a forest. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in front of Lord Jagannath, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a little tired, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered a forest to take some rest. So at that time, devotees told Prataprudra that, Prataprudra, this is the opportunity. Give up this kingly attire and take a simple Vaishnava dress and go to the forest where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking rest. And then you can massage the feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is how you can get to serve Lord Chaitanya directly. And if you go in a simple Vaishnava attire, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will not mind. Then Prataprudra went to serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and while massaging the lotus feet, this Prataprudra was also singing the Gopi Geet. And now during Rathayatra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood is like Srimati Radharani and the Gopis. And when Prataprudra sang the Gopi Geet, it was very pleasing to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in one of the verses in the Gopi Geet, this is the verse. Gopi Geet is there in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 31. And this Prataprudra started reciting this. And when he came to this 9th verse of this chapter, Taba kathamritam tapta jivanam kabibhiriditam kalmashapaham Shravana mangalam Srimadatam bhuvi grinanti ye bhurida jana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after hearing this verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu shouted, Bhurida, Bhurida. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced this Maharaj Prataprudra, that you are singing the perfect song, this Gopi Geet, which is aligned with my mood, and I am very pleased with you. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his mercy to Prataprudra. So this is how different sets of events occurred during this Rathayatra. And we should also follow these examples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And with great enthusiasm, we should participate in this car festival of Jagannath and receive Jagannath's mercy. And we should memorize these 4 prayers if you can do. So these 4 prayers that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered to Jagannath, like the Namo Brahmana Devaya, Jayati Jayati Devo Devaki Nandanoyam, Jayati Janani Vasho, and Naham Vipro Nacha Narapatir. So if you can offer these 4 verses, that will be very good, and enthusiastically take part in this Rathayatra. During this day of Rathayatra, Jagannath is extremely merciful, and if you follow the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will receive infinite mercy from Jagannath. So with that, we will conclude this. Thank you very much for attending this class. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Nitai Gaur Pramanande, Hari Hari Bol. So I will not take questions because there are a lot of services due to Rathayatra. If you have any questions, you can text me. And also, please take up some services for Lord Jagannath, cooking, cleaning, anything. You can render some services to Lord Jagannath. Visit nearby ISKCON temple and you will find some services and take part in the Rathayatra. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.